Well, a very good evening to you, and thanks for joining us on this Tuesday evening at Fetcham Grove. Just to set the scene, the pitch, which has taken a bit of a hammering over the last few weeks with the weather, is looking rather good, I have to say. It looks very good, in fact. I don't know what it's like actually on the surface, but it looks very green, no surface water at all, and looks completely okay to play on. So hopefully we'll have a good game of football tonight. So it's the Ian Selly Derby, as it's affectionately known. Of course, Ian's former club Westfield visiting tonight, sitting one place behind the Tanners in the league. Westfield are 12th, Leatherhead are 11th. Let's go through their side, starting with the visitors. Lewis Galiphant is in goal for Westfield. Number 2 is Dylan Merchant. Number 3, Billy Nutbeam. What a great name, Nutbeam. Number 4, Caleb Wright. Number 5, Malik Cisse. Number 6, John Adabii. Number 7, Jack Beadle. Number 8, Andrew Crossley. Number 9, Manolis Kogonas. Number 10 is Gary Abisogan. Number 11, Mayowa Adaji, in brackets, nickname as Toby. So that's what we're going to call him tonight. Subs on the bench for Westfield are as follows: Luke Elliott, Tom Dreyer, Samuel Balogan, John Afiji, and Quincy Rowe. Let's go through Leatherhead's team. Currently 11th in the league on 38 points, 4 points ahead of Westfield. In goal tonight, Sonny Wheeler. Number 4 is Alfie Huckle. Number 6, Nyron Butler. Number 5 is Alex Pearce. Number 20 is Tyler Cox. Number 14, Kelvin Masango. Number 10, Kane Fitzgerald. Number 7, Reese Morrell Williamson. Number 9, Ruben Bartlett Answeet. Number 11, Lucas Franson Jones. And number 18 is Anwar Cisse. Subs for Leatherhead are as follows: number 8, Kenny Beanie, George Headley, Marco Haig, Jamari Brissett, and Ty Butler. Westfield wearing their yellow with black stripes. The Tanners, of course, in their home green and white shirts. Referee tonight is Murphy Ross, and he'll be assisted by Gavin Farrington and Daniel Harvey. And we're underway here at Fetcham Grove. Westfield to kick us off. Ball's played back, straight out to the left-hand side, looking for the number 3. That's Billy Nutbeam. That goes straight out of play. It's a throw-in to Leatherhead. Throw taken a little bit short for Fitzgerald. He's dispossessed by the 9 of Westfield, who was trying to tee himself up a shot, but Alex Pearce got a foot in, managed to clear the ball away. Now that goes all the way back to the Westfield goalkeeper, who takes no chances and puts his laces straight through it. Butler up for a challenge. Referee's given offside. Player coming back from an offside position was Toby Adaji. Nyron Butler tonight sporting a ponytail. Free kick taken long, headed clear on the edge of the box. So pushing it back by Huckle. Free kick Westfield. Westfield player getting him off the ground, just showing the inside of his thigh to the referee as if to say that's where he caught me. But he's up and he's carrying on. It's Westfield in possession. They go long from this right-hand side. That's Nutbeam gets ahead. He heads it across field, but Fitzgerald's there and he shepherds it back to Sonny Wheeler. Wheeler takes a touch, plays it out to Masango, who's under pressure from Darji. Blocks the clearance. That's a throw in on the far side now to Leatherhead. Right on the edge of the Leatherhead box. Throw taken, goes back out for another throw in to Leatherhead. header by Westfield. Comes back into play. Westfield do have possession in the Leatherhead half. That looks like Huckle battling away there. Manages to come away with the ball. Butler's got the ball now, plays it outside to Cisse. Cisse's charging up towards the halfway line. Westfield have got players back in good numbers, but it's played outside to Burrell Williamson. He clips the ball into the middle. Franson Jones is there. He takes it down on the edge of the box. Has to go backwards. It's a little 1-2 with Tyler Cox there. Doesn't quite come off. It's cleared, or half cleared by Westfield. And now Fitzgerald has got the ball. Plays it across to Butler, right on the halfway line. He goes outside to this right-hand side wing where Morel Williamson is. He's got the ball now. He's charging left-footed towards the box, cuts inside. Goes one way, goes another. He's still got the ball. Clips the ball. It's a good ball back to the edge of the box where Fitzgerald is. Sango, back to Fitzgerald. Westfield just sitting deep at the moment, letting Leatherhead have the ball. Sango again, plays a split pass, tries to play Cox in, but the goalkeeper hesitated, and that's just going to run out of play for a goal kick to Westfield with 4 minutes on the clock. So Westfield playing out the back at the moment. Just managed to get away with that one. Thought we were going to lose the ball there, but it's cleared up the line by Cisse. There's Cisse. That's Malik Cisse, number 5 for Westfield. Plays it up the line to Nutbean. Nutbean is tackled, and that goes out for a throw-in to Westfield. Throw taken. Williamson gets a toe into that one. He plays it up to Franson Jones, but he's dispossessed, and now Cisse for Westfield has got the ball. He plays a good ball up the line for Nutbeam again. He clips one over the top. Pierce is there. Between Pierce and Butler, they deal with it. And it's cleared up to Franson Jones. Looked like nudging it back on him, but a 4. It's Caleb Wright, nothing given. Westfield now look for a diagonal ball. Is that going to go over the head of Cisse? Cisse gets up to it. Not sure if he won the header or the Westfield player did, but it's bobbling around on the edge of the pitch, or sort of the edge of the box, and Pierce has to deal with it. Leatherhead just being pinned back a little bit at the moment. Westfield in possession, just inside the half. The one thing about the Westfield side that we know, they're going to be young, they're going to be fast, and they're going to be fit. And they are a bit of a voodoo side for the Tanners, of course, as well. Okay, ball's played back to Wheeler. Wheeler under pressure, clears his lines. That goes out for a throw. About 10 yards in the Westfield half. Throw to Westfield. So, throw taken. Quite long. Westfield looking for a flick on, doesn't get there. It's cleared by Fitzgerald, only up to the halfway line. And Butler has a chance to clear it again. It's knocked down by Morel Williamson, but he misses Cox, who he was trying to find. And now Westfield have got the ball on this left-hand side with Toby Adaji. He's dispossessed by Anwar Cisse, doing some good defensive work. Gives it to Butler. Butler goes long. Franson Jones gets a slight flick to that, but then so does the big number 4. That's Caleb Wright for Westfield, and that's a Leatherhead throw. Some 15 yards inside the Leatherhead. Sorry, the Westfield half. Cisse to take. Throw taken. Eddie clear. Up to Kogonis. Lays it back. Some good work here by Westfield. Just keeping hold of possession. And now they do manage to break clear. And that's a ball out on the far right-hand side, which they do pick up. Early ball into the box. Met by Butler. Headed clear. Cox has got the ball now. And he lays it off to Masango. To Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald turns. Gives it back to Pierce. To Masango. Masango looking for a pass, but that looks like it's going to be offside. In fact, the flag's gone up. Offsides. Tyler Cox. So the goalkeeper's come out of goal. Lewis Gallifant to take the free kick for offside. He's probably about 10, 15 yards outside his box. Pushed everyone up to the halfway line. He goes long down that right-hand side, but it's met by Pierce. So a couple of other games going on in the division this evening. You've got Horndean at home to Badshot Lee. It's currently 1-1 there. Early goals in the division. Binfield are home to Hazen, getting no score there so far. Of course, the Kingstonian game was called off earlier. They should have been playing Guernsey. Actually, no, it was due to play tomorrow. They called that off today due to a waterlogged pitch at Rains Park Val. So here's Cisse. Knocks the ball back to Wheeler. Wheeler takes one touch, gives it back to Butler. Butler's under pressure. Does well. Holds his man off well. Clips the ball up the line, but Wright intercepts and volleys it clear up to the halfway line. Huckle gives it back to Wright. Wright heads it down and the ball clips over the top. That's going to go all the way through to Wheeler. Just under 10 minutes gone. No clear chances for anybody so far. Like a game of chess. Somebody waiting for the wrong move. Wheeler. Wheeler to Butler. He now goes long, looking for Cisse down the right-hand side. He's up against the other Cisse, Malik. And he shepherds that one out, gives the ball to his goalkeeper. Goal kick to Westfield. That's a long, long ball from the right-back position now of Westfield. It goes all the way through to Sonny Wheeler. Rather wasted by Westfield. Play short out the back and then go long from the right back all the way up the pitch. That's offside. Leatherhead player. And that will be a free kick. So ball is with Gallifant. He clears first time after a pass back. Cisse keeps the ball down and sort of plays a clever pass there to Fitzgerald, but then Fitzgerald gives it to Huckle under pressure, but he was fouled. Had to play his pass quickly under pressure. Didn't get to where he wanted it to go to, but that's a foul anyway. So Leatherhead get a chance to start that one again. So Leatherhead in possession on the far side by the corner flag. It's Tyler Cox. He cuts in on his right. Can he conjure up a shot here? Can't he? Tries to lay it off. Does. To Fitzgerald. He lays it off to Masango. He tries to get it back, but now Masango's having to go back towards his own goal. He gives it to Pierce, who in turn gives it to Butler. Butler looking to play Franz and Jones in there. Doesn't quite get there, but it ends up on this right-hand side with Morel Williamson. He goes into the box now, onto his right foot. Can he get the ball across? Can. It's cut out. Corner ball. So, first corner of the game. Corner, which Morel Williamson takes. It goes short. It's cleared at the first post by Westfield, only to the edge of the box. Cox does well to battle back and win that ball back for Leatherhead. Cisse's now got it. He clips one into the box. It ends up at the back stick. Shot comes in, right into the arms of the goalkeeper. Not troubled at all there. I think that was Cox. No real power in it. Certainly didn't trouble Gallifant. Didn't even have to move, just caught it where he was stood. Nutbean tries to trap the ball. Gets his foot too high, goes underneath his foot and goes out for a throw into Leatherhead. And Wheeler now goes long. Comes back, Pearce headers it. A little bit untidy, and that's a very high ball from Kane Fitzgerald. It might get to Morel Williamson if he can shield his man off. No, he can't. It's half clear. Cox intercepts and does well. Cisse does well. Now the ball, Cisse runs across the front of the box. He lays it off to Fitzgerald. And he gives it back outside to Morel Williamson. He trips on the ball a little bit, leaves the ball behind, but manages to get back and pick it back up. Now gets the ball to his right, plays across. Another corner. Just 15 minutes gone. Nothing to write home about at the moment from either side. Corner coming in now. Again, it's right to the edge of the box. Strange corner there, but right onto the head of a Westfield player who does clear it, but then Butler picks it up, gives it back to, well, Morel Williamson, who's in an offside position. It's a bit of a waste there from Leatherhead. Morel Williamson probably would have been better just letting that roll past him and going out for a throw in, actually. At least that way we could have pinned Westfield back a little bit, but didn't think of that. Put his foot on it and was flagged offside. So in the left back position, Gallifant comes out. He's going to take this free kick for Westfield. No messing around. Goes long. Butler's up for it. Butler leads with his hand there, but nothing given. And now Bartlett Antwi's got the ball. He's on the edge of the box. Plays it into Franz and Jones on the edge of it. He lays it back off. Oh, I thought Huckle was going to pull the trigger there, but it was just intercepted by the Westfield player. And now Toby Adaji does well. He's got the ball. He plays it out wide. Sango semi-intercepts, slows them down a little bit, but they've still got the ball. Now over on the far right-hand side. And then Masango does, in fact, intervene. And that's a throw-in. Right on the far side to Westfield. Throw taken. Picked up and played back to the thrower. Cross comes in. Half decent. It lands in the middle. It's going to come to the far end here. They've got the ball. The 11's got the ball for Westfield. He clips another good ball in across. And Masango takes no chances. That was Toby Adaji. Played a good ball into the box for Westfield. And Masango took no chances. Just clipped it left-footed straight out for another corner to Westfield. It's a little bit quiet tonight around at Fetcham Grove. normal numbers. So corner on the far side. Andrew Crossley to take for Westfield. Right-footed, so he'll curl this one out away from Sonny Wheeler. It's a good corner right into the sharp box. Pierce his head, gets a good head on it. Cox doesn't mess around. He kicks it first time, and he's missed by the defender there. And Bartlett Antwi's got the ball. The defender's chasing back, and Bartlett Antwi just run it out of play there, unfortunately. Thought there was going to be a little opportunity to have a decent break there. Unfortunately not. Bartlett Antwi just running it out of space with the ball. Quite sure what's happening here, I think. Well, the referee, it's taken him 19 minutes to realise that Sonny Wheeler is playing in a yellow kit with a yellow top, and Westfield play in a yellow kit with a yellow top. So Wheeler's now putting a grey top on. I suppose, to be fair to the ref, the front of the Westfield kit is black and yellow. But when they turn around, it's all yellow apart from the black numbering. So sensible move, really, to change Sonny's kit. So a little hold up in play. Wheeler's put his gloves back on. So throw in the meantime, over on the far side, in what would be the Westfield right back position. Still a bit of a delay here. Wheeler's struggling to get his gloves on. They're probably a little bit sweaty inside. He's got them on now. He's giving the ref the thumbs up, and the throw can be taken. Ball over the top from Westfield. Butler does get there, gets a good head on it. It lands at a Westfield player's feet. They lay it outside, down the right-hand side on the right wing. Ball's clipped in. So he says he's got to get there. He does. It's headed straight to the 6. That's at a BE for Westfield, but they have to go backwards, which they do. And then they try and come forwards, and Adaji tries a little flick with the outside of his foot and misses completely, and that goes through all the way to Sonny Wheeler. Pierce charging out. Alan Hansen-esque from the back line. Loses the ball, though. Nothing comes of it. That goes all the way through to Wheeler. Wheeler's got the ball at his feet, rolls it out, and then decides to go long. Headed by the back line of Westfield. Drops again to Adaji. He's charging forward into the Leatherhead half. He's been shepherded by Cox. Cox slows him down. He has to check his run. Westfield still have the ball. It's with Abisogan. He gives it to Crossley. Crossley gives it to player on the right-hand side. Tries to get a cross in. It's cut out by Pierce. It's going to be a throw in again on the far side to Westfield. Having a little bit of joy down the right-hand side already. So I think Leatherhead will have to keep an eye on. Throw taken, Westfield. Not a good throw, met by the head of Masango. Half cleared. Westfield have the ball over. Masango's there to hopefully tidy up. Shepherding it out. He does manage to do so, and something's not been done quite rightly because he shepherded it out. It must have touched him on the way out. It's a corner to Westfield. looking at Rod's notes for the match report. He's not written a great deal so far, 2 lines. But to be fair, nothing much to write about. Corner comes in from Westfield. Wheeler comes out. Whistle's gone. Foul somewhere in the box. Free kick to Leatherhead. Yeah, not been a lot for Rod to write so far for his post-match report. Butler tries to play a pass. That's a poor pass from Butler. It's cut out by the 6. That's Adabiyi. Now they've got possession on the edge of the box. Tyler Cox is battling to win it back. But again, Westfield pick up the loose ball. Adabiyi's got the ball now for Westfield. He lays it back. That's a good turn again. Good ball received by Adabiyi. Westfield playing good football here, switching the ball. They're looking to go out to the right. The 10's got it. Pulls the trigger, has a shot. A few yards wide. That was Abisogan, Gary Abisogan. Quite a stocky number 10 for Westfield. Moved the ball from his right foot onto his left and pulled the trigger for some 30 yards. Wheeler didn't seem troubled and watched it go past his left-hand side post. 0-0, 24 on the clock. As the league would suggest, not a lot separating these two teams. Just the 4 points between the two and the 1 place in the league. So I think it was never going to be a one-sided affair. Of course, they have met previously so far this season. Honours even. Westfield coming out winners in August, 3-1 winners at their place. And then the Tanners getting some retribution in November with a 2-1 win in the Velocity Cup. So who will come out on top? 3rd time lucky. Ball's clipped into the box. Pearce gets ahead to it. Clears it. Masango's got it. Gives it to Tyler Cox. Tyler Cox is in the centre of the park now. Plays it out wide to Morel Williamson. He cuts inside. Can he get a shot off on his left foot? Good opportunity to have a shot. Does get one in. It's low. And it's gathered well by Gallifant. Nothing too testing for him, but the first clear opportunity of the game falls on 25 minutes. And it falls to Reece Morel Williamson. Pearce up, headers the ball. Picked up on the halfway line by Westfield player. Now, Abisogan's got the ball on the far side. He's looking for a foul. Nothing given. Leatherhead come away with it now. Cox into Fitzgerald. He'll look to switch it. He does switch it right over on his right-hand side to Morel Williamson. And he cuts inside again. He's going to create himself another opportunity. No, he plays it across the Fountain. Jones in the box. Pokes it left-footed. Straight into the arms of Gallifant. It's a good move from Leatherhead. From left to right. Cut across the front of the 18-yard box where Fountain Jones was and just poked and stabbed a shot with his left foot. Couldn't quite get any power behind it, but just enough really to sting the hands of Lewis Gallifant in goal for Westfield. Kagonas picks up the ball. Now, Cisse intervenes. Charging forward, goes past one. Good play from Cisse. Plays a good split pass, but that keeper's going to come out. Keeper clears it. Charges out. Clears it first time. Pearce goes up for a head. Wins the header. But it's now cleared on the far side. That's going to be a throw into Leatherhead. Some 10 yards inside their own half. I have to have a word with Ian Selly, see if we can ban him from signing players with double-barreled names. We've got Kelvin Manuel Masango, we've got Morel Williamson, we've got Barlett Antwi and Franz and Jones. And that's a reasonable attempt there from Westfield down the right-hand side. Just stinging the hands this time of Sonny Wheeler. No real danger, dealt with it well. And now Fitzgerald has got the ball. Goes outside to Masango. Back to Fitzgerald. Leatherhead inside their own half. Franz and Jones drops back onto the halfway line. Collects the ball, then spins and goes. But he only moves about 6 yards forward. He's dispossessed, and now Westfield have got the ball again on the right hand side. Lucky for Leatherhead. The pass there was too long, too hard, and that's gone out for a throw to the Tanners. Let's check the score lines in the other games. Because 2 other games going on tonight. Hayes and Yedding have taken the lead at Binfield. Horndean 1, still bad shot. Lee 1. So what does that do to the table? Well, it doesn't affect either team playing here tonight. Hayes and Yedding are currently 6th. So they've leapfrogged Rains Park Vale. Bad shot Lee, of course, are still sitting bottom of the league. Not looking good for them this season. Gallifant in goal for Westfield. Switches the play over to the right-hand side. Played up to Kogonas. Holds it up well. Plays a lovely ball through the middle. Oh, I thought he was going to be in there, the 11. Wheeler's out. Plays his sweeper keeper role. And then goes long. Looking for Bartlett Antwi. Puts it onto his head. Good ball from Wheeler. Flicked on from Franz and Jones. Cox can't get it under. And now Westfield have the ball on the right-hand side. They're charging forward. Player cutting inside. I think that's the 10. Just try his build. It looks like him. It is indeed. He's done well. Plays it out to the left-hand side. It's a deep ball played into the box. It's met by the head of Adabii, who's still got the ball. He lays it back on the edge of the box. The ball clipped in first time. Headed clear. But Westfield pick up the second ball. Played out wide here now to Nutbeam. Nutbeam gives it to Crossley. Crossley looking for a ball into the box. Trying to find his number 6, which is Adabii. Does find him, but it clips his head and goes out for a goal kick to Leatherhead. Just wondering how Rod's managed to write a whole page so far of the match report. Or have you just spaced your writing out, Rod? Is that what you've done? 4 shots, okay. Goal kick to Leatherhead. Horndean taking the lead, bad shot lead. They're now 2-1 up. The team that Leatherhead drew 1-1 with on Saturday. At home, Wheeler takes the goal kick, goes to the halfway line. It's picked up by Westfield. But then Fitzgerald does well to battle back and wins himself a foul. Butler to Cisse. Gives it back to Butler. To Fitzgerald in the middle of the park. Plays it to Pierce, puts him under a little bit of pressure, but he does well, plays it outside to Masango, who just checks his pass and cuts inside. Huckle's there. There's a little bit of ping pong going. That wasn't a good pass from Masango. But it's now, the ball's hit the line. It was sort of hit into space, really, looking for Bartlett Antwi, but he's not going to get there. And Westfield don't mess around. They go long. It's played up the field, and Pierce will win that every day of the week, and he does. And Butler's now got the ball. Plays it outside to Anoa Cisse. Cisse to Butler. Butler puts his laces through it, and that's going straight out for a throw-in. Down sort of on the edge of the box, parallel with the edge of the 18-yard box of Westfield. That's going to be a throw to Westfield. Throw taken. Williamson gets there. Huckle's now got the ball. He's having a little bit of a battle. He tries to lay it off to Cox. Doesn't get there. It's not dealt with brilliantly by Westfield, and it's landed on the edge of the box. And Bartlett Antwi lays it off to Huckle. Huckle gives it out wide to Cox. Cox is going to try and master a shot. He does. There was an ooh from the crowd on this side. I'm not quite sure how close it was. No movement from behind the goal. That would suggest it wasn't that close. But we've seen him do that before, haven't we? Cut in on the left-hand side and put it top bins. The playoff semi-final rings a bell. A wonderful goal from Tyler Cox that was as well. 33 on the clock. Still 0-0. That's a laugh. Gallifant's taken the place kick. At the same time he's taken the place kick, there's a Leatherhead fan behind the goal. He does it every week. He blasts some sort of air horn every time the goalkeeper goes to kick it. And it's just quite humorous. I don't know why, but I find it quite humorous, really. Anyway, Cisse with a throw in right in front of us. Goes up the line, headed clear by Westfield. Into Kogonas. He's quite good. Got a strong little player up front. He's good holding the ball up and tries to play a 1-2 with Toby Adaji. It doesn't quite come off, and that's going to be a throw in to Leatherhead. Fitzgerald to Cisse. Cisse clears it first time. Westfield pick up the loose ball. And now Abisogan's got it in the middle of the park. He tries to play it out wide. It's intercepted by Masango. Gives it back to Pearson. He'll go all the way back to Wheeler. Wheeler, in turn, will give it to Butler. Butler then goes long, looking for a ball in. That's been headed half-heartedly, but Bartlett Antwi's got the ball placed into Franson Jones in the box. Franson Jones going to get a shot if he can. Good save by Gallifant. First real decent opportunity for either team comes in the 35th minute. Some good persistent play by Ruben Bartlett Antwi. Laid the ball off to Lucas Franson Jones and he hit it with his left foot. The out-charging Lewis Gallifant did well, spread himself well. Good save from the keeper. Corner to Leatherhead. Again, not a great corner. Didn't even meet the front post. Cleared by Westfield. Cox now. The flag's gone up. He's offside. I do feel that Leatherhead have got to work a little bit on these corners and get some decent height. Should be hitting at least the penalty spot. That sort of distance. But so far, they've all gone front post and not been that great. That one didn't even get near the front post. Anyway, offside. Gallifant to take. He goes long. Pumps it long. Pearce is there. Looked like he was all over the 9, but referee's given nothing. Westfield have got the ball. It's good play by them. And Abisogan's got the ball. He can hold the ball up well as well. And he lays it off, gets the ball back. He now gives it to the 6, Adabii, who plays a loose pass, and Cisse picks it up for Leatherhead. Now he's charging forward. Plays a dummy, goes past his man. He's still got the ball. He needs to lay it off. Doesn't. Gets tackled. And then fouls. And that's a free kick to Westfield. Evening, Ryan. So Westfield are playing the ball around a little bit at the back. He'd play it back to Gallifant in goal. He takes the ball with one. Thought for a moment there that Ruben Bartlett Antwi was going to make the most of a little bit of hesitation at the back there, but unfortunately not. Couldn't control the ball. It actually went out for a goal kick in the end to Westfield. Horndean now have gone 3-1 up against Badshot Lee. Badshot Lee conceding 74 goals so far this season. It's almost 3 a game. Look at their games played. Anyway, Franson Jones ball into the middle. Bartlett Antwi's there. He just took a little bit of time on the ball there, Ruben Bartlett Antwi. I think he thought he had more time than he did. Instead of hitting it first time, he just tried to control the ball as he was taking the ball at pace in the box. And the tackle came in. A few shouts for a penalty from behind the goal. Nothing given. It's cleared by Westfield. And that could be a spurned opportunity, certainly in the first half for Leatherhead. Probably the clearest opportunity on goal so far from the normally ever so reliable Ruben Bartlett Antwi. Adaji on the ball, plays a good ball in. So the 9 plays it out wide. Westfield on the edge of the box. There's a shot going to come in. That's quite weak from Abisogan. It's cleared by Leatherhead up to Bartlett Antwi. He's inside his own half though. Lays it off to Fitzgerald. Can he play a ball into Morel Williams? He can. It's quite high. He's had to wait for it to come down. The defender's got back, but he checks inside and leaves him. Then plays a ball into the gap. Franson Jones is there. He's on the edge of the box. Lays it back to Morel Williamson. Is he going to pull the trigger? He is. That's going to go high and wide. Right idea, though. Right idea. Definitely want to see that more from Reece Morel Williamson. I think he's got the ability to cut inside and shoot a lot more. But he's just got to work on that shooting, because that was a good 15 foot over the bar. And if he could just work on that and improve that, it'd be such a better player. Goal kick taken. Pierce heads it back. Westfield picked up the loose ball. Ball over the top. Sango is there though. Waits for it to come down. It's picked up by the Westfield player, by the 9, Congonas. Ref, he was looking for a free kick. He felt that he was pulled down. Ref's given nothing. And now Cisse's got the ball on this right-hand side. Can't go further forward, so he gives it back to Butler. Butler then looks for a diagonal ball out to Cox. Is he going to get there? That looks like a good ball. Just cut out at the last minute by the Westfield player. Throw taken. Cox out-muscled off the ball, and now Westfield have got the ball in, charging up to the halfway line. Morel Williamson is chasing back. Adaji's got this ball on this left-hand side now. He gives it back to Andrew Crossley. Crossley plays it in to his centre half, who then receives the ball back, and now Nutbeam has got it. It's a bit of keepy ball here from Westfield. Adaji. Back to Crossley. Leatherhead just sitting deep. Ball played in. Butler takes the lead and intercepts. Good header clear. Bartlett Antwi looking for Cox. Doesn't quite get there. It's played back. Now Cisse's got the ball in a bit of a battle. He gives it to Butler. Butler clears it first time upfield. Slight miss kick by the big number 5 for Westfield. Bartlett Antwi picks up the loose ball. Plays the ball in. Is Franson Jones. Franson Jones is here in the middle of the box. There we go. And this time, a great finish from Lucas Franson Jones. 41 minutes on the clock. Franson Jones with his 14th goal of the season for Leatherhead. Leatherhead 1, Westfield 0. Great work by Ruben Bartlett Antwi. Has to be said. Down the right-hand side, saw Franson Jones in the middle, played a ball into the middle, just knew he was going to be there, and in there he was on his own and finished it superbly. 1-0 Leatherhead. Correction, that's actually Franson Jones' 12th goal of the season. Good finish. Good finish. So we kick off again. Westfield. Adarji gives the ball back to his number 4. It's Caleb Wright. And now they're playing the ball across the edge of the box. Leatherhead have moved a bit higher up the field and they go long this time. And this time it's going to be a foot race between Kagonas and Pierce. Pierce gets the ball and gives it to Wheeler. Kagonas not giving up. Now chasing down Wheeler. He gives it to Cisse. Cisse's looking for a pass. Not finding it easy. Puts it onto his left foot, then goes long. It's headed clear by Dylan Merchant at the back for Westfield. And now Westfield have possession. But Leatherhead pickpocket them, and now Cox has got the ball on the halfway line for the Tanners. Plays it inside to Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald plays the ball outside of his foot to Reese Morrell-Williamson. Now he's on the edge of the box. He's going to twist and turn like he does. He's going to cut in. He pulls the trigger. It's blocked. A better shot. It was lower and it was going on target, but it was blocked. He gets the ball back though. He's now in the penalty box, twisting and turning. That should be a corner. And the ref's given a goal kick. What do I know? Adarji on the ball in this left wing position up against Cisse. Tackled by Cisse. Cisse comes away with the ball, nothing given. Leatherhead go long and it's flicked back to the goalkeeper. He comes out and lays it off. Westfield clip the ball forward, but Butler's there. Not a convincing clearance. Fitzgerald helps it on with the head. Picked up in the middle of the park by Crossley for Westfield. They do still have possession on the halfway line. They play across the back line. Out to Malik Cisse on this left-hand side. 2 minutes of added time in the first half. Darjay's got the ball. He looks quite dangerous. He's running forward. He lays it out wide. They've got some space here on the right-hand side, Westfield. They're in the box. Can they master a shot? No. Good defensive work by Huckle. Cuts that out. And now Cox has got the ball as he looks to come away. He clips the ball down the left-hand side looking for Franz and Jones, but that's not going to get to him. It's too far ahead of him. That's going to go out for a throw-in. So Westfield have the ball on the far side, up to Kagonas. Holds it up well. Not the first time I've said that this evening. Receives the ball back, but then plays a misplaced pass, and Morrell-Williamson has got the ball, but he takes too long to decide what he's going to do with it. He's pickpocketed by the Westfield player. Adarji into Nutbeam. Nutbeam trying to play a 1-2 with Adarji. There's a little bit of a... Well, he's given that one. Well, it looked like a little bit of a coming together between Morrell-Williamson and Adarji. It looked like Adarji actually fouled Morrell-Williamson, but the ref's giving it the other way. And that's a free kick right on the edge of the box now to Westfield, which Andrew Crossley fancies. He's standing above the ball. He's the only player around it, so he'll be taking it.
Oh, yeah, referee coach has seen that one. Flaggy, yeah.
So we're in added time in the first half, an opportunity for Westfield to do something here. Free kick a little bit harsh on Leatherhead, but it's given. So we've got to deal with it now. 3 men in the wall. Ball comes in, curled in, good ball in. Straight into Wheeler's arms. Good take by Sonny Wheeler. He goes down, completes the save, and that's the half-time whistle. So there you go. Pretty unentertaining first half, apart from the goal. A few half chances for both sides, but Nothing really to trouble the goalkeeper too much until the 43rd minute, when a quick break by Leatherhead saw Ruben Bartlett-Antwi go down the right-hand side and almost like a no-look pass, whacks it into the middle like he knew that Franton Jones was going to be there. And there he was, completely unmarked and on his own in the penalty box. Tucked it away underneath Lewis Gallifant. Leatherhead 1, Westfield 0. Half-time here at Fetcham Grove. I'm going to have a little break, gargle in some salt water, and I'll see you for the second half shortly. Thanks for listening, and staying tuned. Right, so we're back on the way here at Fetcham Grove. If you just joined us, 1-0 to the Tanners, courtesy a 43rd minute goal from Lucas Franzen Jones. Cisse has got the ball down on the far right-hand side. It goes out. That's going to be a throw-in to Leatherhead. Throw taken. I think that was Cox that took the throw. He's got the ball on the right-hand side. He tries to go around his player. Tackle comes in, and that's another throw to Leatherhead. Well, it's a throw taken by Leatherhead, but sort of thrown in and kicked out, and that's a throw to Westfield, exactly where Leatherhead were taking the throw in to start with. Cox into Bartlett-Antwi, doesn't quite get to him. It's picked up by Westfield, then played up the line and just cleared into space and out for a throw in on the far side to Leatherhead. Bit quiet around the ground tonight. A few people probably still in the bar, finishing their pint off. 280 in the ground by all accounts. That's what's been published on football web pages. Fitzgerald. The ball up in the air. Bartlett-Antwi goes up for it, and it's headed away by Westfield, but Fitzgerald picks up that loose ball. Bartlett-Antwi tries to spin and turn on the edge of the box, but again it's cleared by Westfield.
Well done,
Up to the halfway line. Butler gets his head on it. That's a poor pass from Huckle back there. He's looking to find Pearce. In fact, he's found Kogonis for Westfield, and Leatherhead do get back well in numbers. Now it's played in by Beadle. Tried to play in Abisogan. But now Leatherhead do come away with some good work by Pearce there. Now Cox has got the ball on this left wing. He's charging forward. Kogonis is chasing him back. Doing some good defensive work there. The number 10 for Westfield. Now Masango's in a bit of trouble. Does well though. Gives it to Cox on the left wing. Cox is out muscled there by Kogonis. Stocky number 9 does well. In a right back position, really. Your number 9 doing good defensive work from him. And now Beadle's got the ball. Suppose we better watch out. And now they've got the ball. There's a good. Oh, I'll tell you what, that was a chance there. Very, very good chance. Adage just nudged the ball past Butler, and before Butler had even had a chance to turn around, Adage had gone around him and had a poke on goal, but thankfully poked it about a yard wide. A missed opportunity there for Westfield in the opening 3 minutes of the half. Goal kick. Goal kick taken. Headed by the 5. That's Malik Cisse for Westfield, but it ends up over on the far side with Morel Williamson, who cuts it onto that left foot as he does so often. Plays it off, lays it off to Fitzgerald. There's a ball into Franton Jones. He dummies it, and Cox picks it up by the corner flag. It's half cleared by Westfield. And now it's cleared again up to the halfway line. Pearce headers it down to Masango. Into Fitzgerald, back to Pearce. Pierce chips one over the box. So Ruben Bartlett-Antwi's got the ball. Flag goes up. Offside. Of course, the Tanners are away this coming Saturday at Rayners Lane. And then the following Tuesday, away to Hanworth Villa. So 2 away games coming out for Leatherhead after this one. So Westfield in possession, but lose that possession. Ball clipped over by Morel Williamson. Doesn't get to where it needs to go, but Franzen Jones picks up the loose ball in the middle of the park. Cisse's got it now over on the right-hand side. Into Morel Williamson. To Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald plays a left-footed ball across to Masango. He's now in that advanced position. You can see what he was trying to do. He was trying to curl a ball into the box, but he didn't get any curl on it. They went straight out for a goal kick. Westfield now coming forward. Looped ball over the top into the left wing position. It's picked up by the 6. That's Adabiyi for Westfield. He clips it into the 11. That's Adaje. He's got his back to goal. He's being pushed further out up towards the midfield, but they do still have possession now. 4's got it. Caleb Wright, it's a captain for Westfield. He gives it to the 2, Dylan Merchant. He's looking for a pass, lays it back to Crossley. Crossley gives it back to Wright. Wright now plays it over on the far side to Cisse. Cisse gives it back to Caleb Wright. Westfield hanging on to the ball and holding on to it. Not really going anywhere. Just across and backwards. They do still have possession. And Leatherhead now happy just to sit back and let them do it. That looked like a handball from Bartlett-Antwi. Yeah. Shouts of no, but that was a clear handball. Jumped up, had his arms out. Might not have been looking at the player, but he still blocked the ball with his arm. So unnatural position, shall we say. Free kick taken quickly. Beadle clips the ball over. It's a good ball in, but dealt with well by Pierce. Pierce deals with the second ball again with his head nice and strong. Now Bartlett-Antwi's offside again. He's got to get into an onside position. So Franzen Jones was thinking about giving it to Bartlett-Antwi. Had to change his mind and play it off to Cox because Ruben was offside. And that's a throw in on this near side, which Masango will take. Throws it straight to the 7, which is Beadle for Westfield. You better watch out. Beadle's about. That's for some of the older viewers and listeners. That ball goes all the way through to Gallifant in goal for Westfield. Ball's played across the back line and then played back to Gallifant. He's looking for a pass, can't see one, so he just clips a little ball into midfield. Flicked on by Beadle. He plays a ball over the top. That's going to go all the way through to Sonny Wheeler. 54 gone. Still 1-0 Leatherheads. Leatherhead now have the ball in possession. Morel Williamson over the right-hand side. Falls over the ball. Westfield can come away with it. Huckle now has the ball. Tries to feed the ball through to Bartlett. Antwi doesn't get there. It's cut out. That's good work again by Kagonas up front, just shielding the ball. But Leatherhead do pick it up and come away with it. Sango's got it, gives it to Pierce. Pierce gives it to Butler. That's a ball over the top. That goes all the way through. To Gallifan. Anyway, ball's cleared. Fitzgerald in the middle of the park. Out wide to Morel Williamson, but he can't get there. It's played a little bit too hard, and that goes out for a throw-in. So a throw-in on the far side now to Westfield. Throw taken, flicked on by Cisse for Westfield. That's going to be a free kick to the Leatherhead. So scores around the grounds. Still Hayes and Yerding 1, Binfield 0. Horndean 3, Badshot Lee 1. Ball in, Fitzgerald. Can he control? No, he can't. It's backheeled and cleared. Or half cleared by Westfield. And cleared at the second attempt, headed back by Leatherheads. And Cisse. It's a head tennis going on, but picks up in the middle of the park now. And played forward by Westfield, but well read by Alex. Pierce steps in, collects the ball, gives it out to Tyler Cox. Cox gives it to Masango. Masango gives it infield to Nyron Butler. Butler plays it outside. Cisse gets the ball back. Pierce and Masango with the ball. Pierce giving it back to Sonny Wheeler. Takes a touch, gives it out to Butler. Plays it into Cisse. He tries to turn. That looked like a foul, but nothing given. And now Westfield pick the ball up. And they're charging into the box. The ball played into the box. And that's cut out by Pierce. Good defending by the experienced centre half there. A very dangerous ball played into the box. And well cut out by Alex Pierce. Danger avert. That's going to be a corner though to Westfield. So, corner. Over on the far side to Westfield. Westfield just leaving 2 at the back. Leatherhead leaving 2 up front. Corner comes in. It's flicked on at the front post, but not very well. In fact, it's flicked out for a goal kick. So Wheeler to take. Wheeler goes long. It's met by the head of Beadle. Kagonas chests it down, but Huckle gets in an interception. He plays it out on the left-hand side, looking for Cox. He won't get there. It's cleared. Sango in a foot race against the stocky Abisogan. Sango does well. Forfeits the throw on, which Westfield take. Thrown now to Beadle. Beadle to Abisogan. And Westfield do still have possession. Dylan Merchant now on the ball in this right back position, plays it into Kagonas. Does well, actually shoulder to shoulder with Alex Pearce. Not many people beat him, but he did, and now almost create themselves an opportunity on the edge of the box, but thankfully it goes all the way through to Wheeler, collects the ball. Kagonas is a strong little player. Wheeler goes long. Looking for Franz and Jones. It goes over his head, but Bartlett Antwi's there. He can't quite collect it, and Westfield have got the ball near to the box now, but they have to deal with this quickly. And they do. Oh, they do ever so well there to play out there from the back. Some good football by Westfield. Masango gets ahead to it. Can't quite connect properly. It's picked up by Abisogan. He gives it back to Beadle. Beadle now to Merchant. Merchant plays it cross to right. Right plays it over on the far side to Cisse. But they have to go all the way back to Gallifant in goal. And they recycle and go again. And again, Merchant comes out with the ball up to the halfway line. Westfield just trying to conjure up an opportunity, but the ball was sort of read well there by Butler, cut out. He clears it, but it ends up back at Merchant's feet on the halfway line. Leatherhead sitting quite deep here. No one pressing. Ball over the top. Butler's there. He does well again. Franz and Jones has picked up the second ball on the halfway line. Gives it out to Cox now. Cox can open up his legs. Down this left-hand side, looking to cut it on his right. Does that. Tries to clip a ball in. Gets it to Franz and Jones. He's got his back to goal, but he's in the penalty box. Lays it back to Alfie Huckle now. Huckle looks to switch play and gives it out to Morel Williamson on the far side. Brings it down well, puts it onto his left foot. Can he get a cross in? There's a clipped cross in now. It goes across it goes across everyone in the box, and rather calmly played back to his goalkeeper by Caleb Wright. And Gallifant clears the ball. Westfield have now got the ball. Kagonas into Adabiyi. Adabiyi out on the left-hand side. Collects the ball again. Gives it back to Beadle. Merchant to Caleb Wright. Seems like Westfield have just been patient at the moment, taking their time to build up play, not rushing. Just happy to keep possession. 62 on the clock. Again, they're just passing it back and forth and side to side and keeping hold of the ball, looking for an opportunity. They play a ball over the top now, but Butler gets there and headers it clear. Morel Williamson's got it, but he's out-muscled. Now Crossley's got the ball. Gives it to Beadle. Beadle gives it back to Caleb Wright. They're just struggling to get out now of their own half. Merchant. Into the feet of Kagonas. He does well. Up against Alfie Huckle now. Huckle's close to him. He lays it off. He gives it to Adabiyi. And they go back again and start again. Adabiyi picks it up now in the Leatherhead half. Going towards Huckle. Plays the ball cross field to Beadle. Being harassed by Cisse. They still have the ball now. They have to go all the way back to their goalkeeper. Being pressed by Leatherhead on the halfway line. Caleb Wright. Now coming away with the ball. Lots of possession here by Westfield. Not a great deal to show for it at the moment. They try and go a little bit long. They look like a push in the back from Anoa Cisse. Nothing given. Diagonal ball played across. Wheeler comes out. Wheeler gathers. Good communication between Wheeler and Masango. Wheeler goes long. Headed clear. Back to the halfway line, but Cisse's there for Leatherhead. Plays it into Franz and Jones. Holds it up well. Lays it off to Alfie Huckle. Huckle goes left-footed. Great left-footed pass out on this left-hand side of Tyler Cox. Cox tries to cut in. He's tackled, and that's going to be a throw to Leatherhead. Well, looks like it's going to be a substitution for Westfield on the 65th minute. So number 5 is going off. That's Malik Cisse. See if we can figure out who's coming on. No ball has gone up. So we have to guess the substitutes. Let's hope he turns around quite quickly. So we know that Cisse's gone off. Still waiting for confirmation of what that substitution is for Westfield. In the meantime, Leatherhead have got a throw in. Sango into Franzen Jones. Picks the ball up. Tries to play in Franzen Jones again. Now it's picked up by the sub. Number 14. So it's Tom Dreyer. It's a foot race here now between Merchant and Franzen Jones. Merchant does well, gives it back to Gallifant. Gallifant plays a pass out to his number 4, Caleb Wright. His turns. Free kick given to Westfield. So, free kick taken by Gallifant in goal for Westfield. Looks to find Dreyer on the far side, who headers the ball. But Pearce picks up the loose ball for Leatherhead. Half clears it. Still in the Leatherhead half. Westfield do pick up that ball now on the halfway line. It's the 10 now, which is Abisogan gets a cross in. Pearce is there. Doesn't do that well, and that's half a chance there. Pearce didn't quite clear the ball, and in the end, it went to a Westfield player who was in the box and thankfully sort of fell backwards and slid, but shot at the same time, meaning that his shot went high. Had he not lost his footing, you never know, that might have been a dangerous one. That was half a chance by Jack Beadle. Still 1-0 Leatherhead. Euler takes a place kick. He goes long, headed away by the back line of Westfield. Westfield pick up the ball in the middle of the park. It's Caleb Wright. Claims for a foul. Gets it. I think it was Huckle on right. A little bit of a high foot. And they take it quickly. They go over the top. He's looking to find Dreyer. Doesn't quite control it, but Cisse for Leatherhead does. And he goes long up to the halfway line. Headed clear by Merchant. Flicked on by Adabiyi. Then picks up the second ball again. And Cisse for Leatherhead takes no chances and just puts his laces through. That goes all the way through to Lewis Gallifant in goal for Westfield. So Leatherhead being sort of pegged back quite a bit in the second half here. It's almost like Leatherhead are happy for Westfield to have the ball and say, come on, we've got the lead. If you want to beat us, we'll sit back and let you try. Atabiyi plays a ball in. Flag's gone up. Offside. Adage on the edge of the Leatherhead box. Substitution for Leatherhead coming. The board is alit. Can't see the numbers. Looks like a number 9. So that looks like Bartlett Antwi off. And I can't see that coming on number. Can you? Anyone see that? Is that Kenny Beanie? Well, it's been a hell of a long time. Kenny Beanie, who was injured the back end of last season, comes on for the Tanners in the 70th minute. He's looking rather trim, rather fit. So he's worked extremely hard, according to Princess off the pitch, to get himself fit and ready for this season. It's taken a little bit longer than expected, but you would expect that anyway. The ball comes into the box now. Cox has got it on the edge of the box. Slight miscontrol, but he's still got the ball. Gives it back to Beanie, who gives it back to Cox. Beanie's now looking for the ball again, already getting involved in the game. Francis Jones on the edge of the box, can't control it. Ball is cleared long. Butler is going to get there, but out-muscled a little bit by Adaje. Free kick given. So Beanie, I think from memory, was injured in the Hanworth Villa game, the back end of last season. Quite a severe injury. It's kept him out. And apparently got 2 minutes against the Met Police today. So, okay. So it's not quite his first time out this season. Did he touch the ball in those 2 minutes? Well, he's back now. He's touched the ball already. Beanie, a very clever, intelligent player, already looking to probably plug that gap that was left by Tom Cabner. Wheeler goes long, looking for Franz and Jones, out-muscled in the air. Fitzgerald picks it up. Cox into Beanie. Beanie on the edge of the box. Of course, can use both feet. Tries to switch it with his left foot. It's cut out wide well by the head of the Westfield defender. Beanie's got the ball out. Lays it back. Gives it to Masango. Butler. Sorry, not Butler. Sorry. Huckle gives it to Beanie. Beanie into Fitzgerald. Nice little clip ball. 1-2 with him. Half dealt with by Merchant for Westfield. They do come away with the ball now. And now Abisogan has got it. Gives it to Crossley. He tries to play a ball out to Dreyer, but it's cut out by Anwar Cisse. Beanie now. Just controls the ball. Plays it in. Nice little give and go by Beanie into Fitzgerald. So with Beanie on the pitch now, just gives Kane Fitzgerald an opportunity to push further forward. So that's, here we go. That's Morel Williamson now on the far side by the corner flag. Tries to put a cross in. It's not a great cross. It's cut out at the second attempt by Caleb Wright. Westfield's captain. Drops down to Masango. Can't hesitate there because he's being pressed by Abisogan. He gives it to Beanie. Beanie puts Beanie under pressure a little bit, but he plays a good ball through to Morel Williamson. That goes through to Franz and Jones, but Westfield defend well, play it back to the goalkeeper. He clears it first time. And now they can counter. And here comes Dreyer. Played into the 11. Chance for Westfield. And that's a good finish by Mayoo or Toby Adaje on the 73rd minute. A quick break involving the substitution Tom Dreyer, who came on, played it through to Adaje, and he fired it into the back of the net, making it Leatherhead 1, Westfield 1. Well, it was a quick break from Westfield. It caught Leatherhead on off guard, really. And it was a good ball played through by Dreyer to the goal scorer, Adaje, who finished it very well beyond Sonny Wheeler. Good finish, two good finishes. And now it'll be interesting, with some 15 minutes or so to go, whose tail will be up the most. Because up until that point, that's probably the only real shot of any substance that Westfield have had on target. We're not having to make a save as such throughout the whole game, but that's football. Butler to Cisse, goes outside. Dryer trying to hold his man up a little bit, and this time, again, he's hit with a tackle. He's hobbling down the line, nothing given. Referees having a word with Kenny Beanie in the middle of the park here. I'm not quite sure why. Having a word with Butler as well. Quite a long lecture. Nothing, no cars brandished. Cisse's gone down. He's feeling the effects of that impact, I think, as he ran down the line. And I think that's another substitution for Westfield. It looks like number 9 has gone off. Not quite sure. Is that? No, number 3, isn't it? 3's gone off. That's Billy Nutbeam. On number 15, Samuel Balogan. Or Balogan. Throw on the far side of Westfield. Headed clear by Butler. Bouncing around a bit in the middle of the park. Hooked forward by Fitzgerald. Headed back by the back line of Westfield. Up to the very quick Darge. He plays it to Dryer. Dryer plays it in to the middle of the park. And now Merchant has got it. He looks for a diagonal ball to try and switch it over the top of Cisse's head, but Cisse gets ahead of there. He headers it to Merrill Williamson, who gives it back to Kenny Beanie. Beanie now. And Cisse just goes long, looking for Franz and Jones, and that's easily dealt with by the Westfield back line. In fact, Caleb Wright headers it out for a throw. Anwar Cisse up to Merrill Williamson. Beanie. Again, up to Franz and Jones this time. Franz and Jones in a right wing position. It's up against Beadle and another player. And they both get the better of him. And they can come away with the ball now, Westfield, as they do, charging up to the halfway line. It's played slightly behind Jack Adebiyi. So he gives it back. And this time they go long. That's a good ball that's got in, and Dry could be in here. Could he be here? Wheeler's out. Well on Sonny Wheeler. It's a ball over the top there, sort of landing in between Pearce and Butler. And I thought for a minute there that Dryer was going to get in, but Wheeler was quick off his line and cleared his lines and kicked it out for a throw. Good starting position by Sonny Wheeler. That's a throw in now to Westfield. Kagonas take. Throws it to Abisogan. Gives it to Wright. Wright gives it out to the 2. That's Dylan Merchant. Leatherhead dispossessed, and Cisse's checked there, but the referees play on. And now Kane Fitzgerald is charging forward. He's got Cox to his left-hand side. He gives it to him. Cox is on the edge of the box. Can he cut in and take a shot? He can. Oh, and it very nearly went under the body of Gallifant, who did want to get down to his right-hand side. Came through the legs of the defender, who at that time was Kagonas. Good effort by Cox. Good save by Gallifant. Gallifant goes long. Pearce wins the header. Doesn't go very far. It drops down, and now Dryer has got the ball on this right-hand side. Picked up by Abisogan. Strong player. Plays it in to his 11. That's a Darje. Ball is cleared. No messing around, no nonsense defending by Leatherhead. Westfield do have the ball. It's a good back heel. It's taken two Leatherhead players out just that back heel. Now Westfield come forward. That's a real poor cross to absolutely no, and a wasted chance there by Westfield. But Masango does have the ball. He goes down the line looking for Cox. Cox does get it. Can he control it? He can. Can he get past his man? Plays it inside to Beanie. Beanie into Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald switches play well. Now, Morel Williamson. I was going to say can charge forward, but goes at a canter rather than at a sprint. Butler's got the ball. Gives it to Cisse on the halfway line. Looks like there could be another substitution for Leatherhead coming. Now, Beanie's got the ball, no one to pass to, so he gives it back to Wheeler. And now it's Westfield's turn to sit back. Beanie picks the ball up, looking for a pass. Nothing showing, so gives it back to Wheeler. Wheeler then goes long. One by the head of the back line of Westfield. And that goes out for a throw-in. And here comes another sub. That looks like Marco Haig, if I'm not mistaken. Cisse off. Marco Haig on for the Tanners. Just recap the scores around the grounds tonight in the league. Binfield 0, Hazen Yedding 1, Hornding 3, Badshot Lee 1. And of course it's 1-1 here at Fetcham Grove. Another substitution for Westfield. Looks like 11's gone off. That's a Darje. And number 16 is on, Johnny Fedji. Now Westfield on the break here, and Fedji's involved straight away. Butler gets involved. It's not quite clear by Leatherhead. They've got a shot on the edge of the box. It's blocked by Masango. Westfield still in possession. Fedji's got the ball now. It's a good ball in. There's a chance now here for Westfield. And there you have it. Instant impact by a Fedji. He's come on. He's picked the ball up in the middle of the box. He's played it behind him to an unmarked player whose number I can't quite see, and he's buried it into the back of the net. That really is disappointing for Leatherhead. 82 minutes gone. And it's John Adibii has scored for Westfield. Well, I said at the start of the game, there wouldn't be much separating these two sides. There never is. So with 6.5 minutes on the clock, the Tanners find themselves behind by 2-1 with it all to do. Let's see what they can do. Still time. Official time, 83 minutes on the clock for that goal from Adibii. There's a player down in the middle of the park now for Westfield. It looks like Andrew Crossley. He's getting up. Nothing too serious. He's up now. So free kick right on the halfway line to Westfield. It's clipped down the line. Beanie intercepts, lays the ball forwards, trying to find Franz and Jones. Doesn't quite get there. That ball now goes all the way through to Sonny Wheeler. Wheeler rolls it out to Pierce. Pierce gives it to Beanie. Beanie's got the ball now in that 4 position, that where he drops in to pick the ball up. And now they're passing the ball. That's a short pass by Haig. He's only just come on. He's going to take a couple of minutes to get up to speed, but he wins the ball back well. Well done, Marco Haig. He gives it to Fitzgerald, who's now dropped into that 4 position. He tries to clip a ball out to the right-hand side, finds Morel Williamson, headers it into the gap. There's no one there. In fact, Gallifant comes out and gathers ahead of Lucas Franzen Jones. Gallifant goes long. When he goes to the halfway line, Cox has picked it up, tries to play a ball forward. It deflects and goes behind him. 4 minutes of normal time on the clock. It looks like another substitution here from Leatherhead. And Alfie Huckle leaving the field. And Brissett coming on, the fast, pacey winger. Brissett receives the ball, gives an awful back pass there to Pearson. Wheeler miscues it. Leatherhead a little bit panicked here at the back. It was a bad back pass in the first place from Brissett to Pearce, and then Wheeler had to take it under pressure, and he did, but it ends up in his arms. Thankfully, leads to nothing. Wheeler throws the ball out. Marco Haig's got the ball now. Fitzgerald does well, charges forward up to the halfway line, gives it to Marco Haig on this left-hand side where Cox was playing. He goes down, falls over, free kick. Sango across to Butler. Horndean now 4-1 up at at home to Badshot Lee. Here's Brissett. Fitzgerald. Haig on the edge of the box. Cuts inside, does well. Cleared though. Picked up by Masango. Masango gives it to Butler. Masango takes it ball back off of Butler. Out wide on this left-hand side of Fitzgerald. Can he get a cross in? Needs to get a cross in. Does, but it's cleared. Headed clear. Pierce picks it up. Pierce and Masango right under each other's feet there, but they deal with it well. And now Nyron Butler's charging forward. Plays it out on the right-hand side. It's not quite what everyone was looking for. It's gone straight out for a goal kick. Too much pace on that from Nyron Butler. So what does that do to the league table? Well, actually nothing at the moment. Let's do 11th. Westfield 12th, but they are now 1 point behind should the game finish with the current scoreline. Gallifant with a goal kick. He goes long up to the halfway line, goes straight out over his head, and that's going to be a throw in to Leatherhead on the halfway line. Ball's bouncing around a little bit in the middle of the park. Fitzgerald gets pulled back, and that's going to be a free kick to Leatherhead. Now, this is where Leatherhead need to really get bodies in the box. I mean, it's all or nothing now. 2-1 down. There's no point having 3 or 4 players behind the ball. So I would suggest that we have 1 behind the ball. We've got Cox taking it with Butler and Masango still behind him. But Butler's now gone up. Westfield are holding a high line on the edge of the box. The free kick is a yard or so inside the Westfield half. Cox will take it. I would have thought Beanie would have been better suited to take this, but what do I know? Cox to take. It's a good ball in from Cox onto the edge of the box. Pearce headers it on. Can Haig get there? Was a shout for a penalty there. Haig went down. The ref had a good look at it and he waved it away straight away. Kogonis and Haig having words. Obviously, Kogonis not happy with Haig there. Didn't quite see exactly what happened. I do say, whenever I do this commentary, I do explain to people that there's a floodlight right in my way, which covers at least a third of the goal. So I didn't quite see if there was any contact. No doubt we'll find out after the game. There's 4 minutes of added time now. We're in added time. So Leatherhead have got about 3.5 minutes left of the 4 to actually conjure up an opportunity here. It's a free kick now to Westfield. 10 yards inside the Leatherhead half. Of course, Westfield will be in no rush to take this. In fact, they go backwards. Now they look for the corner where Dreyer is. Beanie, it's a foul on him. That's going to be a free kick to Leatherhead, which Wheeler's coming out to take. The sensible thing to do is Wheeler take this and get everybody up as high as possible. 91.5 minutes on the clock. Leatherhead looking for an equaliser after taking the lead in the 43rd minute. Now 2-1 down, 2.5 minutes to go. Wheeler takes. Is it going to drop favourably to a Leatherhead player? No. But Haig does well and gets the ball back. He's looking for a pass. Referee's given another foul. Little tug on Haig there by Abisogan. And Wheeler can take this again. This time Wheeler comes out again, virtually 10 yards from the halfway line. He will hit this diagonally and does. Can we get a Leatherhead head on it? No, but it falls to Butler. Butler needs to pass it off. Haig clips a ball, clever ball, over to Morel Williamson. Cox does well, tries to get a ball in, hits a Westfield player on the edge of the box. Butler with a volley, but it's blocked. But Leatherhead do have the ball still. Fitzgerald whips one in. It's dropped in the Westfield box. It's cleared. Westfield defending well, hanging on to this 2-1 lead at the moment. Ball's clipped in again. That's not a great ball in by Morel Williamson. In fact, that's gone 15, 20 yards ahead of everybody else and straight into the arms of Lewis Gallifant. Gallifant taking his time. That's 93 minutes on the clock. He goes long. Beanie goes into a challenge. The 16 for Westfield hits the deck like he's been poleaxed. Ref ignores it. Play goes on, and that's a ball over the top. That's going to run out for a goal kick to Westfield, where they can run the clock down again. And I think Westfield are actually going to be making a substitution with 20 seconds of the game left. Well, there's no board, so oldest tricks in the book, making a substitution. Andrew Crossley has gone off for Westfield. Substitute hasn't even got his top on. He slowly puts his top on and walks towards the edge of the pitch, and he runs on like he's already injured, nice and slowly. But you can't blame them. They're just running the clock down, hanging on to this 2-1 win. Goal kick. Not going to be long now, I think, before the ref blows his whistle. Butler headers it. Sango gets a foot in, doesn't quite clear it. This kick forwards. It's through to Sonny Wheeler. Wheeler now needs to go long. He does, out of his hands. Can Brissett get a head on it? No, he can't, but Hay can pick up the loose ball. Kogonas does well. Kicks it out for a throw. And that's the final whistle. And after taking the lead in the first half in the 43rd minute, the comeback has been completed by Westfield, who seem to have this voodoo over us whenever we play them. Not much between the two sides over the 90 minutes, but ultimately you've got to put that round thing in the onion bag. We only did it once. Westfield did it twice, and they did it to good effect in the second half. So well done to them. Thank you for tuning. I hope you enjoyed the commentary. Those of you that sent me good, lovely messages last week when I wasn't too well, thank you very much for that. All fine now, 100%. Next couple of games for Leatherhead are away at Rayners Lane and away at Hanworth Villa. So I won't be around to do those comms-wise, so please keep an eye on Twitter. We'll keep you posted with the goals and the scorelines in those games during the course of those relevant matches. So it all ends here. Rather disappointing. Leatherhead 1, Westfield 2 on this cold Tuesday night. Thank you very much once again for tuning in. Keep an eye on the socials. We'll put the highlights out probably tomorrow at some stage. Thanks for tuning. Take care. See you soon.